started this business just by yourself, or maybe with your wife or your partner or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever it is, but you started out small and now you're starting to build that momentum. And with that momentum, I'm going to give you the 7 roles that you need to build a $1 million wholesaling business. Here we go.
Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire.
I can't believe his business is so incredible, and if I can do this, every single one of you can do this. Every single one of you.
Something higher. Ain't nothing gonna stop this fire.
Everybody, it is Brent Daniels, and I'm excited about this video because this video is the one for everybody out there that is starting to really get rolling in this business. You're starting to really start getting consistent money coming in from your efforts, which I want to applaud you. You are amazing. I hope that you are just having the best time. I hope that you're getting out of your full-time job. I hope you're able to do this full-time. But let's talk about scaling your business. Let's talk about growing your business and who you need on your team to be successful in your wholesaling business. Now, I'm going to go through 7 different roles. I'm going to go through them in the order that I believe that you need to implement these people in your business. Number 1, once you get going, it's very, very, very important that you need to have a healthy bank account, okay? I'm talking, if you look at the expenses of your business, if you look at your personal expenses, if you look at, how much money do you have total to cover everything, I want you to have about 3 to 6 months worth of expenses before you start hiring people, okay? Now, the first person you should hire is a virtual assistant. You've probably heard a lot about VAs, right? They're typically called VAs, virtual assistants. Now, I highly suggest that you go to a website called Upwork.com. Upwork.com, and what you want to post for, what you want to look for, is somebody that's between $3 and $5 an hour. Typically, they're going to be in the Philippines, but a lot of them are college educated. Make sure that they're college educated, and what you want to be looking for is somebody that's going to specialize in data entry and organization. I have it written down here. That's why I'm looking down. Data entry and organization, and also how they can run reports. Now, what this person's going to do is they're going to start pulling out all those tedious operational things that you're doing on a daily basis that is distracting you from talking to people, right? So you want to hire this person. Now, I highly suggest, this is a tip for your VAs. Make sure in the posting that you put for the job that you have available that they need to send you a video, a resume and a video explaining why they would be great as your virtual assistant. This is the first screen, this is the first filter to find really good talent, right? If they're not going to send you a video and follow the instructions that you have, they're not going to fit well with you, okay? The second thing is don't go crazy. I know you're going to ask down here below, what exactly should I ask for with a VA? Listen, you're looking for somebody that's proficient with all the Microsoft Office utilities, right? And you want somebody that has an experience in real estate and or experience in data entry, data organization, and running reports. That's it. You need to give these people ownership of the job that you want them to do. Now, another huge tip here is when you start giving these people things to do, I highly suggest you make a video of exactly what you want them to do. It'll cut the learning curve down to nothing. So you literally, I use something called ScreenFlow. I think Google has something that you can record your screen and has you in a little box in the corner so that you can explain exactly what you need. This is huge. Listen to me, if you send it to them exactly what they want you to do, then they will do it. They are very robotic like that, okay? So make sure that you do that. So what kind of things do? They enter in all your lists into your Mojo dialer. Okay, they scrub all your lists that you pull and remove all of the LLCs and trusts and corporations from it and banks that own properties. You don't want to be calling these people. You want to be calling individual homeowners. That's who you're going to have the biggest and most likely success rate with when you go to get skip tracing, batch skip tracing. And because if you upload with a bunch of LLCs and trusts and corporations, you're not going to get that many back because they just don't attach their phone number to it. So scrub the lists, right? Make sure that everything's organized in your Mojo dialer. Make sure that they're running reports. Make sure that they're putting, I have mine do an income tracker. This is huge. Every deal that we have pending, every deal we have closed is then looked at versus our goals for the year. So we get it on a weekly basis. We go through these numbers. It is critical. A VA is your number one. You can have them do basically anything. They're fantastic. It is such a huge resource for you, okay? Number two is going to be your deal finders out there. These are your Driving for Dollars team. If you do not have the Deal Machine app, you are bananas. You are crazy. Okay, there's a link down below here. Deal Machine app, if you put TTP as a coupon code, you get it cheaper. Plus, you can link as many people to it as possible, right? The first, just in the regular subscription, you can link 3, but for $200 a month, once you build up to this, don't let that intimidate. As you build up to it, you can link as many people as you want, unlimited people for $200. These are people driving around the neighborhoods, getting you the absolute best list. You got to start recruiting these people, training them, and getting them going. Number 3, this is huge. Up until now, you've gotten the list, you've skip traced them, you've organized everything, and you've been calling them, and all of a sudden, magically, you start getting deals. Well, what happens if you didn't have to make the calls anymore? What happens if you hired 2 phone prospectors? Oh my gosh, the floodgates are gonna open wide up, and all of a sudden your schedule is gonna be free, and you're gonna be able to have these leads come in, and you're gonna just do lead follow-up, get the leads, follow up with them, get them signed, get them sold. It's beautiful. All of a sudden, your day is just, you get so much done. You've got 2 other people. I suggest you get it to a point where you can budget to get 2 people, listen to me, at least 30 hours a week of calls from somebody else making the calls. That is the next natural step. And what happens is you're going to have to find somebody in the 4th position here that is your acquisition manager. You're going to have too many leads. I want you to get to the point where you have too many leads in your pipeline that you cannot follow up with all of them and in a timely manner and go on the appointments and sell the deals and keep everything organized, right? So you want to get an acquisition manager. This is critical that you get somebody with sales experience. What you want to be looking for is anybody that's gone door-to-door sales, anybody that's done auto sales, anybody that's done insurance, anybody that's been in sales and is very good, and you understand that they've got an expressive kind of driver personality. That's who you're looking for. Their only job is to follow up on your leads. That's it. They follow up on the leads, they get the contract signed. That's it. That's their only job. So that is huge. That is the 4th person. The 5th person is going to be your disposition manager. This is amazing. This person is going to sell all of your contracts, all of your deals. Okay, the disposition manager, I'm telling you, get somebody that is low emotion. Okay, I'm talking about an analytical personality, somebody that's got ice water in their veins. Okay, let me give you an example. When I was doing it, I loved everybody. I wanted everybody to get a deal. People would always beat me up for a couple grand here, a couple grand there. And at the end of the year, it was like $200,000 I gave away because I was a nice guy. Right? I hired Billy Bell, my disposition manager, who I'll have on this channel. He had no problem telling people no. He would get people to bid him up. He built more. He kept building up my cash buyer database, bigger and bigger and bigger. And everybody was going crazy for our deals because he was finding the absolute best buyers in our market. It's a full-time job. So what does he do? He sells the deals and he keeps that cash buyer database so hungry for deals. That is huge. Okay, that's your disposition manager. Get somebody that is just, I mean, they are just non-emotional. They're not going to fall into the trap of, hey, buddy, let me take you to dinner, right? Next is a lead manager. This is when everything's going great. You're starting to get those consistent $100,000 months. You bring in a lead manager for everything else that you do, okay? They organize the marketing. They organize your lists. They pull the lists. They get them skip traced. They make sure that everything is organized. They make sure that they're staying on top of your phone prospectors. They're making sure that they're running reports on any other marketing that you're doing. They look at every lead that comes in and filter out all the looky-loos just based on looking at whether or not these are pre-qualified leads. By the time your acquisition managers get these leads, it should be like shooting fish in a barrel after you hire an amazing lead manager, because they filter out all the riffraff, all the nonsense. Okay, this is such an important, this is something that I just implemented this year, and the business has been so much easier. They do everything else that I was doing before. And then the last person that you hire is a CFO, a Chief Financial Officer. Okay, this doesn't have to be somebody full-time. You can get what's called a fractional CFO, but basically they look through all of your expenses, all of your income, and make sure that they watch your money. Okay, they watch your money, make sure that you're not spending money on stupid things, making sure that people aren't spending money that they shouldn't, and they keep an eye on your money so that you can just live your life. It is phenomenal. So let me go over these 7 people again. This is big time. This is scaling your business. This is after you get everything rolling, after taking and implementing everything that you've learned on this YouTube channel. Okay, it is a VA. Okay, it's your lead finders, your Driving for Dollars team. It is your phone prospectors. It's your acquisition managers, disposition manager, your lead manager, and your CFO. Once you're at that point, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, life is just so fantastic. You can do this. I'm telling you, you can build your team this way as long as you're doing it with profits first. You gotta go and you gotta get me massive deals, guys. You gotta get massive life-changing deals out there. You gotta take action every single day, and then you build your business and scale your business until it is a servant of you. You are not a servant of it. So I am so excited, guys. If you are interested in really putting this thing together and making the learning curve much lower and getting to those deals faster, you gotta check out the TTP program at wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Check it out. Check out what it's all about. Check out the testimonials. If it feels good in your gut, then sign up for a call to be the best call. I look forward to working with you personally. Till next time, see ya.